So if you remember back on the other videos, we did a lot of work on the inside of the box, some metal panels on the side. We put in a mod bus, worked some software, put in cards. Then we started working on this template right here to put in the halos because there's an interior door. Oh, look at there. That's green. Oh, look at that. It's blue. I started out with this really nice template that I drew up and had done at a printing office. Well, let's just call it what it is. What a dummy. Each of these little holes gets a tap through them with what's called an awl, a scratch awl. Basically, it's like a punch. Hit it with a hammer and it puts a little ding in the metal. Problem is, I put this on, oops, I made a mistake. I had it oriented wrong. So I had to put it on here after I had done all of these holes. Went ahead and put it on correctly and punched them again. But now that means that I've got all of these little bitty dings in here that don't belong. Now I have to fix that. These are all the true locations, but I'm going to have to fix all of these little spots. So how are we going to do that? Now imagine, if you will, this were a panel on a vehicle. And let's say that somebody dinged or scratched your vehicle. Basically, how would you fix that? You use a product like this. Now this has a little tube of hardener in here, and this is a glaze, and the glaze will go across here and it will fill in all of those little holes. And we have to sand it to get the burrs off of it. So we have a variety of different sandpapers, and after that's done and it's sanded down, well, there may be some little bitty divots or dips. So we use what's called a filler primer, and it's thicker so that it'll build up in the hole so that when it gets sanded, it will be smooth and level. Afterwards, we'll put a final coat of some semi-gloss high-performance enamel on it. Hopefully, that will get us back where we need to be. Let's take a look at what we've got after doing it with an 80 grit. As we look down across the entire thing, we can see those little spots where it didn't take off that finish. That means that those were dented downward. Now, they're smooth, but because you can still see that little highlighted area right there, that means that it's low, which is good. When we go across it with the glaze, we'll be able to bring all of these surfaces back up to the level of the original material. So we've got that. Let me get that mixed up. Brand new fresh paddle. There's the uniform color. Okay, we've got all the little holes are filled in, and 7/8 inch annular bit loaded into the mag drill, protected the surface, have metal under the bottom, and now we're going to see if we can get it set up. We can get some of these 22 millimeter holes drilled out. Before I turn on the magnet, we want to make sure we have a good alignment. We can get a close-up on this thing. It looks good to me, right? Get the magnet turned on. Might be able to hear that. Turn the drill on. And bring it on down here. Guide in. And just let its natural weight do its thing right there. Now we'll start a little bit of pressure on it. And there we go. We'll plug out of here. Hopefully we won't scratch anything. slide that down inside of there. Nice fit. And there it is, all cut out. Has one test lamp already set in it. Ready for cleaned up, filed, ready for paint. So, got to get the dust down in the shop before I put a coat of paint on it and let it dry tonight. And then it'll be time to start putting some lamps in there and getting them wired. After much hard work, finally, there it is. All the little dings are out of it. It looks much better. Time to start getting some halos in here. One step closer. Time for the big reveal. Hey, that worked out pretty good. That door is nice, pretty finish. Still have to get the hinges on, get the lock in place, and then of course finish all the wiring inside. But otherwise, I think that turned out pretty good.